Hello?
Oh.
Hello, this is Troy Barnes from Mid-States. I think folks are calling back in now.
Hello, my business. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Ivan Baird with Mid-States MSDC. Give us a few seconds here. We are recording this webinar so that you guys will have an opportunity to view it again when we send out the link in case you miss anything. Jeff, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
All right, so whenever you're ready, I'll be ready to share my screen.
Okay. Okay, Jeff, you should have access to Drive at this point.
Okay, I'll be ready to go.
Okay, if everyone can put their phones on mute, Jeff is going to start at the top of registration to share with you how to register and then to show you how to log back in and take a look at your dashboard to see which matches you would have had. Okay, Jeff, it's all yours.
All right, perfect. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time today, allowing me to do this demo for you. I will open everything up to questions a little bit later, and I will try to be prompt with the registration process.
Hey, just a minute, Jeff. Can you guys put your phone on mute?
Somebody sounds like they're outside.
Yeah, I hear a lot of outside sounds.
Maybe you have headphones in and the mic is out, but could everybody put their phones on mute, please?
College and legal MD's Metric Environmental.
Metric, can you please put your phone on mute?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Jeff. Let's see. Somebody still needs to put their phone on mute. Is that Elizabeth Day? Can you put your phone on mute?
Okay, I think we're ready to go now.
All right,
okay.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so the registration is pretty simple. Just keep in mind this is a separate registration form that you have to fill out for the B2B Matchmaker and Tier 2 meetings. So if your information is already captured for the conference, this is a separate registration for that. A link will be provided to you, but just FYI, it's b2b tier2.mybusinessmatches.com. If you need to find that link, please feel free to reach out to myself or anyone else with the organization, and we will provide you with that link. Now, registration is very simple. Once you're presented on the main page, you click on register, and then you'll be presented with a setup page. A very important detail is the email that you enter right here. Now, this email, whether or not you're registering yourself or someone else, this email will be the primary email to log into your profile. So keep that in mind. If you put your own email in for someone else, they will have to use your email to log in. So please be sure to keep that in mind. I'm going to put a generic email in for the sake of the demo. And from this point, you're going to choose your business matchmaking profile or registration type. In your case, you're going to be the suppliers or vendors. So select that, enter a very simple security question, and continue on with the registration. As you can see, everything's laid out for you guys from top to bottom. It's going to be 6 simple steps, and then a review page, and then your registration is complete. Also notate that anything with a red asterisk right by is mandatory information. So you won't be able to move on to the next step unless that information is filled out. So I'm just going to quickly enter in some fake company profile. And I will continue on to the next step. Please note that there is a save draft function. I know sometimes all of us are pretty busy, so we do allow you the ability to save a draft. It lasts 72 hours. If I click on this save draft, I will be sent the email with the draft information, or you can just copy this draft link right here and paste it into your URL later. Note that this draft only lasts 72 hours, so if you go beyond the 72-hour scope, you will need to contact our support for that for extension. And you do have the ability to contact the support live chat right here, or you can call our support hotline on the bottom located over here or here. So there will always be someone there within business hours, 9 to 5 Eastern, to help out with that. So I'm going to continue through my registration, enter some simple attendee information right here. It automatically inputs the phone number I originally put and the email. I have the option to put a second attendee. That is not mandatory. I go to continue. And the next section right here is of the utmost importance for your matches. Now, this is where our system generates your initial match, and this is all based off of business categories. So in this particular system, the business categories are NAICS codes. If you do not have your NAICS codes handy, you can input keywords, and I'll give you an example of that. So if I click into this box right here, and I type in legal, it's going to pull up all the NAICS codes associated with legal. So I'm going to find legal services and add it to the box. Now you can add as many business categories that pertain to your company as you like. So let's say I also do IT services, 5415. I know the NAICS code for that. I will enter that in. And I want to continue entering all the ones that pertain to me. Now, this part is, again, very important because this is going to give your matches in the system. So if you put in just one NAICS code, 5411 for legal services, you're only going to get a match for that particular one, that particular NAICS code. So I highly recommend you input the NAICS codes associated with your company, all the NAICS codes associated with your company. Because if you have a buyer that put offices of lawyers, not legal services, that's not a match for you. You have to have the exact match. So if you know your company can perform these and you're certified in them and you're 100% sure, enter them in. It's just going to save you a lot of problems coming back later on. So enter all the ones that pertain. I'm going to, once I have my business categories in, I'm going to continue with my registration. And now we start to ask for a little bit more details. And these details are, again, important for your overall matches. Now, this is going to be your business information. Now, some of this business information that we're asking, while not required, is important to a particular score that's generated in the system. Now, we've all heard of Match.com, right? And the way Match.com works is you put in information pertaining to yourself, and if you match with certain hit points of information with another person, you get a score. I am compatible with this one other person, a 95% out of 100. That makes us a good match. So that's why this section is just as important as the previous section. If I am SBA 8A certified and I don't put that in, that can affect my score with a potential buyer that has an opportunity for any company that is SBA 8A certified. So it's very important that you're as detailed as possible for this section for your profile and your compatibility score later on. Now, we don't make this information all mandatory for a few reasons, because you may not have it on hand or it may not pertain to your company if you're just not at that point yet. But we'd like for you to enter as much information as possible here. So I'm going to go ahead and, yes?
So for the folks on the phone, I'll share this with you, is that the corporations have come back and said that, you know, they would like to see some sales so that they can understand capacity. So that will probably be a required field. So Jeff didn't know that. That was just some feedback we got back more recently. So this is what the buyers will see when they drill down on their side. So you want to be as descriptive as possible and like Jeff said, give as much that applies as possible because this is going to determine whether or not they accept your meeting or deny it.
Exactly. That is 100% correct. You know, each one of these is going to be a personalized profile for your company. So it's in your best interest to be as descriptive as possible for your company to help yourself stand out to other vendors in these buyers' eyes. Because what we're presenting to you today is information on business opportunities in real time. So when you log into your profile, you can see how you match up with them. You can see how ready you are to bid on these particular opportunities. So, yeah, some of this information, some of the asterisks will change. Some of them will be mandatory, so keep that in mind. But I highly recommend that you enter all the information possible.
Yeah. Top clients will be very important. You know, obviously your legal structure. And if you didn't know at the bottom there, if you have a YouTube link where you want people to go and look at your YouTube promotional video, then you want to definitely use that as well as Facebook and the others.
Yeah, the YouTube actually embeds it into your profile. So you'll be able to play it on your profile, and buyers are able to view it on your profile as well. So it's a nice little thing to have to help you stand out and just kind of open up the eyes of the buyers a little bit. Establish. So I'm going to continue on. Step 6 is another useful tool for you guys to help you stand out, and it's the ability to upload any brochures and logos. So when you arrive on site, I highly recommend you guys be as creative as possible. You can bring your iPad, showcase your profile to the buyers. You can pull up your brochures to the buyers. Put your logos there. They will be able to view this stuff. So again, the more you highlight about your company, the more you stand out. So I highly recommend putting your brochures and your logos. But keep in mind there are size limitations on it. 10 megabytes, 5 megabytes for your logos. If you do have any issues uploading them, we do provide our support page here as well, so you can send them a friendly email, and we'll have one of our technical staff upload it for you. All this information you can go back to later as well. So if you need to rush through registration and you know you're going to take care of it later, I will showcase on your profile in a few minutes how you can do that. So upload files. That is something that we do give to all our vendors. And now to the final step is going to be just a review page. Ask you to review your company information, your attendee information, your business categories. Create your password right here. You can always go back and update your email or update this information. These are also links right here to go back to other steps. So if you realize, oh, I forgot to put someone down, you can go back to the previous step. Accept your terms and conditions and submit. Once your profile is submitted, you will receive a confirmation email. Make sure sometimes these things get sent to spam, so make sure you check your spam if you don't see it right away. It is instant that it gets sent out. It's sent out in the system. It may take a minute or two for you to receive it, but it does send.
Jeff, do you have an example of what that confirmation might look like before you go into the profile?
I have to pull it from the back end. Unfortunately, I cannot pull it right now. I will be able to provide you guys a sample, though, post this call.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. So once you're completed with your profile, you instantly have the ability to log in to your and start viewing your opportunities. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the way I pulled that login page was clicking on the menu on the top right-hand corner, and then from there, it's just about the information that you already put and your password. Now, I do have a profile on queue, so I'm just going to jump to that profile really quickly. Okay. So now that I've finished my registration, here is my profile. Once you log in, this is going to be the first thing you all see. We give you some quick links to different aspects of the platform, like event information. That's going to be your dashboard information here. So if there's any updates to the Matchmaker or updates, we can send you information right here in pop-up. So keep that in mind. You will see how far along your profile is completed. You can always click on Update, and it's going to actually show you what information you're missing. So all the fields that are highlighted in blue are the questions that you're missing to reach 100% completion. So I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to see what I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing my Facebook, I'm missing my Twitter, and I'm missing a business certification. While those fields weren't required, it's nice to have it on hand, so keep that in mind. But pretty much this is a nicely filled out profile from what I can see. It has a good description, has my socioeconomic category, has my attendee information, has all the basic stuff. So I'm going to jump back to the dashboard here. My meeting maker. Now, this is where you actually go to schedule your meetings. If I click here, it's going to take me to a new page. In this page, I'm going to see on the left corner over here, I have 3 matches. Awesome. You can click on here, or you can just scroll. You do have a filter system that you can utilize based off of the NAICS codes that you selected or the country. So if I just want to see this opportunities based off of certain NAICS codes, I can add that filter here. I'm going to scroll down, and I can see currently right now there is an opportunity for Anthem. I can see that I got 15% out of this opportunity, and I will be able to know why I got that 15%. So for them, they're looking for several aspects. I met in one aspect of it, minority business enterprise. That was one of the requirements they had. The requirements that were not met were CPA, CGFM, HubZone, small disadvantaged business, service disabled small business, veteran-owned business, women-owned business. So I'm able to make a better determination. Is this meeting worth it for me? Should I schedule this meeting, or will it be kind of a waste of both of our times? They have a lot of requirements on this particular opportunity that I don't actually meet. So I can see it laid out right here. I might make the determination not to. You do have the ability to view buyer profiles as well, so keep that in mind. And what we're kind of asking and going for in this section is read as much information as possible to help you and utilize that information to determine the best possible meetings for yourself and your company. And we present that all there. So if they don't actually have opportunity posted, I will still match with them off that initial NAICS code, but I just won't have a compatibility score generated yet. So you can go ahead and still schedule a meeting with these folks, but just note that they haven't posted any particular opportunity at this moment. So let's just say for demo purposes, Federal Home Loan Bank of Indianapolis, I got 100%. I met all the requirements. I want to go ahead and schedule a meeting with them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Schedule a Meeting. And I'm going to be presented with a number of times. Now note, the system won't allow you to double book times. So if they have a meeting from 3 to 3:10, it won't let me click on that time. It'll be X'd out. If I have a meeting from 3:12 to 3:22, it won't let me schedule that meeting. All the ones highlighted in green are all open for game. So I'm going to click on Schedule Meeting. And it's as easy as that. So please note that once the meeting is scheduled, it will be automatically updated into your schedule and their schedule, but users do have the ability to cancel meetings. You have the ability to cancel meetings as well. So as you can see, my matches went down from 3 to 2 because I have a scheduled meeting already. I can actually view that confirmed schedule. From here, I can view their profile. I'm presenting with the date of my meeting and the time of my meeting. And once table numbers have been established for this event, I will be presented with the location of my meeting as well. So that's, as you can see from different aspects of the system, you're connected to different aspects of your profile. You really do have control of all aspects of your meetings within the system and your schedule. So that was my meeting maker. We just saw aspects of my schedule, the view schedule. You do have the ability to print the schedule as well, and that is done through PDF. Since this is a demo, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this meeting. Just we're not confirming those quite yet, but the main portions of this dashboard you guys will be utilizing once you're registered in the system. Do I have any questions? Ivan, is there anything you want to open up to?
No, I was just encourage anybody to, ask questions. I know you're probably multitasking and miss some things, but, what's more important is that you complete the profile and as he mentioned, put as many next codes around what you do as possible, because what we're doing on the corporate side with the buyers is helping them complete the opportunities, and some of them might be very specific. So they might be looking for automotive suppliers. That might be what they're looking for. There's a code for it, and if you don't put automotive in your profile and you're a supplier of automotive parts, you may not get the match. And so I would encourage you to look at every buyer's profile to see the details of the opportunity, if you have a match, to decide if you want to make the meeting or not. So you as the supplier will be in charge of scheduling the meeting, and it will be on them to vet you and deny or accept. But the onus is going to be on the suppliers to actually go out there and set the meetings.
Yeah, exactly. And to segue off that a little bit, Ivan, in regards to your NAICS codes in your profile, I did mention you guys do have the ability to go back and edit information. And I highly recommend, you make sure all your business categories are there. Get through the initial registration, that's fine, and you can always go back later. So if I click on profile in the left navigation bar, it does reveal a drop-down. I can edit more information on my profile. I can change my my PDF files that I uploaded here. I can change my password, and I can check notifications, which you do receive in the system. But most importantly, you can go back and update your business categories as well. Now, from here, it's the same concept. You click, enter keywords, add as many that pertain to your company as possible.
So this, Jeff, let me interject something here. This is Lynn, but I also want to make sure the MBEs understand that you should only enter the NAICS codes that you're certified in. So that's, keep that in mind as well. You have to make sure that you enter the NAICS codes that are associated with your MBE certification to ensure that the corporation can really utilize you for their purposes for their spend. Because many of our corporations do cross-reference what your NAICS codes are on your certificate to what you say you can do, what business you can function within. So keep that in mind as well.
100% agree with that.
Hey, Jeff. David Fredericks from eMed Medical. One quick question. Is there going to be, or is there an app available that we could download to smaller devices to be able to have this with us at the Matchmaker?
We don't have a overall event app for this particular event, but we do have a web-based app that I can provide Ivan for all you guys. This system is compatible and does formulate well to tablets and smartphone devices via the web-based app. So yes, 100% you guys will be able to log in from your phones and check your schedules there and all that great stuff. We live in a digital world now, and you do have the ability to do so.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, this is Cheryl Bronnenberg with Indiana Bridge. I just have one question. The business information that's entered, is that kept strictly for the B2B matchmaking session, or is any of that information given out or, sold or anything like that?
From us, absolutely not. We have a relationship with our clients for this particular matchmaker. I do not provide information on your companies to any other organizations whatsoever.
Okay, great.
And that
Thank
would
you.
apply for mid-states as well. Obviously, you know, we've always been under strict confidentiality agreement with our MBEs, and that will hold up in this case. And you won't be able to see any other suppliers when you log in, and vice versa. You know, the buyers will be able to see what they need to see, but only for people who match what they're looking for. So they won't randomly get companies that don't match. So, you know, that's why it's important to take time and make sure your profile is accurate.
Okay.
Not me. I ain't been involved in it.
Great. Thank you.
I ain't been involved in it.
You have?
You do it.
You guys might want to push mute.
I'm not doing it.
All right. Well, it's 3:07. We were just a little over. But if there are no more questions, I just want to say we're going to send out an email to all of the suppliers that are registered Monday morning after our staff meeting, and you will have the link and the information that was shared today so that you guys can go in and start updating and completing your profile. I think you'll like the idea that this is going to happen automatically. So as soon as your profile is complete, you can go back to this home page, log in, and see if you have some matches. Just note some of the general information that's below so that you understand the times and the days that events are happening. There is also a map at the bottom that kind of shows you where the JW is at if this is your first time attending our conference. And thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Jeff, I'll give you a call back.
Okay.